So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's based on a book series about vampires.
Oh, vampires are extremely cool.
Yeah. Not these ones, though.
Oh, they're not?
No, they're not. You know how vampires, like, turn to dust when they're exposed to sunlight?
Yeah.
Well, these ones sparkle like beautiful little diamonds.
Okay. What about mirrors? Do they, like, show up in mirrors?
Yep, these ones certainly do, sir. They seem to be quite amused by them in certain instances as well.
Okay, do they do, like, the basic vampire thing of sucking blood out of people?
No, these ones try not to. They call themselves vegetarians.
Oh, okay.
Most of them go to high school.
I gotta say, I'm not loving this concept so far.
Well, the books have sold millions of copies to brand-loyal preteens with disposable income.
Okay, I gotta say, I'm loving this concept so far.
I thought you might.
So what happens with these sparkly bad boys?
Well, the movie's gonna follow this girl, Bella Swan.
Oh, and what's she like?
What do you mean?
Like, what's her character? What's her personality?
Oh, no, that doesn't apply here.
What?
Yeah, no, she's just as plain as can be, so the girls in the audience can just transpose their personalities onto her.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, so she's just the blankest slate you can imagine.
Aren't the other characters gonna find her boring, though?
No, they're all gonna freak out when she walks into a room like she's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, like at the beginning of the movie, she's starting at a new school, and all the guys are all over her, and all the girls are like, oh my god, hi.
Wow.
So anyway, then she's gonna find out about this family called the Cullens that go to her high school, and they're all secretly vampires.
Do they look like they're of high school age?
No, they're all clearly in their 20s.
So why go to high school?
To blend in.
Do they blend in?
No, they don't.
Seems like it'd be better for vampires to not go to high school. What if a student gets a paper cut?
Well, then it would be over for sure.
Right, so why do they go to high school?
Because that's where the main character spends her time, and I need them to interact.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha. That's all you had to say.
So anyway, Bella develops this romantic thing with one of the vampires, this guy Edward Cullen.
How does that start?
Well, she walks into class, and he looks like he's about to vomit, so that, really kicks things off.
Oh, romantic puking is tight.
Yeah, so then he's like super rude to her, and he stares at her like he pooped his pants, and he's trying to see if she noticed.
Undeniably romantic.
It is, so obviously they fall deeply in love with each other.
Because of the poop stares and the meanness?
Yeah, and also he saves her from being pancaked by a van and then gaslights her about it ever happening.
So does she find out that he's a vampire?
Yeah, eventually she figures it out.
How does she do that?
She Googles it.
Oh, characters learning stuff via search engines. That's one of my favorite things to watch.
It is very cinematic, for sure. So then she confronts him about it. She's like, yeah, I know you're a vampire.
And what does he say?
Well, he's like, you shouldn't love me, Bella. I'm like 100 years old and I've killed people.
Oh my god, he's 100?
Yeah, he's 100 years old, and he's like, I've been watching you sleep every night for months. I, a very old man, have been breaking into your room and watching you sleep.
So she realizes how horrifying this is and distances herself?
No, she goes with the exact opposite of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like a bull. She just sees a red flag and runs at it.
Sure sounds that way.
Yeah, so then they're officially dating, so they start to do like romantic stuff.
What kind of stuff are we talking?
Well, he gives her some piggyback rides, they climb some trees, just vampire stuff.
Wow.
There's also this guy Jacob, right? And he's not gonna do much in this movie, but in the next one, he's gonna be a werewolf.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a love triangle, because this guy has visible abs, so that automatically makes him a love interest.
Very cool. And if we're lucky, fans will like take sides, Some will be Team Edward, some will be Team Jacob.
My thoughts exactly, sir. There's gonna be a huge debate over which one of these two monsters gets to hook up with a teenage girl.
Wow, now that you phrase it like that, I hate it to my very core.
Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie.
But anyway, eventually it's gonna turn out that he was never in love with her. He was just kind of like in love with their unborn child.
What?
Yeah, eventually when she gets pregnant, he's gonna be like, oh, I am vibing with that fetus. That's my girl right there.
Oh my god.
So anyway, back to this movie. Bella's gonna get to know Edward's family and go play vampire baseball.
I'm sorry, I thought you said vampire baseball, but that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. So what did you actually say?
Vampire baseball. Baseball with vampires.
Oh, I did hear correctly. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, so they do that for a bit, but then because something should probably happen in this thing, some bad vampires show up.
Uh-oh, what's their deal?
Well, this one vampire, James, becomes obsessed with Bella, like, right away.
How come?
Because she's the main character.
Right.
Yeah, so we find out that this James guy is, like, the deadliest vampire there is. He's gonna stop at nothing to get what he wants.
Well, sounds like it's gonna be tough to stop him.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, they have, like, a little scuffle with him in a dance studio, and then his head pops clean off.
Oh, well, good.
So then they go to prom, and Bella's like, turn me into a vampire, you coward. And he's like, no, it's the first movie. I can't do that yet.
You definitely want to save that for later.
Yeah, and then it just kind of ends. So what do you think?
Well, it sounds like we're going to be able to manipulate teenage girls into giving us money, so I'm happy.
Great.
Although I do kind of feel bad for whoever we end up casting as Edward Cullen.
Yeah, it is going to be tough to book any badass movie roles after being known as the sparkly vampire dude. Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Hope you like that pitch meeting. There are over 100 episodes of pitch meeting on the channel that you could check out. I also have some other videos on there, so click around. Also, let me know in the comment section what other movies you'd like to see these pitches for. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell button, the button, I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.
So, you have a Twilight sequel for me?
Yes, sir, I do. This one's gonna be called New Moon, and it's gonna start with a shot of a moon.
Oh, everything's making a ton of sense so far. Off to a good start.
Yeah, so in this movie, Bella's gonna start being scared about growing older while Edward stays the same age.
All right.
But then Edward's like, you know, Bella, technically I'm 109.
Oh, right, yeah.
And jokingly, she's like, well, maybe I shouldn't be dating such an old man, you know, it's gross. So, you know, that's gonna be a funny little moment.
Oh, that's absolutely correct, though.
Anyway, then in class, they're gonna be talking about Romeo and Juliet, and Edward's gonna be like, the only way for a vampire to kill himself is to go in front of this committee in Italy.
Oh, I wonder if that completely unnatural thing to say is gonna come into play later in the movie.
It is, actually.
Oh my god, what?
I'm a writer.
Wow, I guess you kinda are.
And so later the Cullens are gonna have a birthday party for Bella, and she's gonna get a paper cut on some wrapping paper, so that just starts dripping blood.
Not really how paper cuts usually play out.
Well, this one's gonna frickin' drip blood, so Jasper, he's just gonna go nuts.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so you know Edward has to step in and protect her.
How does he do that?
Well, he's gonna push Jasper away, but not before hurling Bella across the room into the wall and making her bleed even more.
Oh, wow, probably didn't need to shove her. That part seemed unnecessary.
Yeah, probably could have just done the pushing Jasper part, but he's gonna go ahead and injure Bella too.
Well, okay then.
So then Edward's gonna realize that it's too dangerous for them to be dating, you know? If he really wants to protect her, he has to break up with her.
Oh, very sad.
Yeah, so he brings her to this forest where hikers keep getting violently killed and breaks up with her and leaves.
He leaves her alone in the death forest so she'll be safe.
That's right, yeah, and so she gets lost and collapses and a shirtless guy picks her up.
Wow, off to a terrible start in the I Gotta Protect Bella project.
Yeah, so she's gonna be so sad, she's basically gonna be comatose and expressionless.
More than usual?
More than usual, yeah, she's basically gonna be in a sadness coma and sit in a chair for 3 months.
I guess that'll be fun to watch.
It might be. And so anyway, one day she realizes that when she does reckless things, she gets visions of Edward, so she decides she's gonna do that kind of thing from now on.
Feels like maybe there are deeper mental issues going on there.
Probably. So anyway, she's gonna start fixing up this old motorcycle with Jacob, and he has muscles now, so he has value as a human being and can be a love interest.
Oh, he's worth something now. That's nice.
Yeah, we're gonna have this little montage of them working on the bike together. She orders a pizza and throws a slice at him, and we're gonna transition into him catching a tool.
What? Why would we?
Well, it's gonna be a cool transition.
Right, but it involves her whipping a slice of pizza across the room? Who does that?
I don't know, but it's gonna be a cool transition.
Well, okay then.
Anyway, then she finally takes the bike out and has like 5 visions of Edward and immediately crashes and bashes her head on a rock.
Oh, she's absolutely the worst.
And then Jacob pops his shirt off to help, you know, like a normal person.
Sure.
And then he shows her all his abs and rubs her open wound with a dirty, sweaty t-shirt.
Very romantic and probably infected.
Yeah, so they start getting closer and closer, but Jacob has a secret.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he's like, Bella, have you ever had a secret that you couldn't tell anyone?
That's how all secrets work.
It is, yeah.
So what is it?
Well, let's just say he spends a whole lot of time in the woods with very muscular, shirtless dudes.
Oh, I see exactly what's going on.
Yeah, he's a werewolf.
Oh, he is. Okay, I was way off.
Yeah, werewolves rarely wear shirts. It's the werewolf way, because when they transform, you know, their clothing, it gets torn to shreds.
Well, what about their pants?
Well, sir, unless you want to talk about the technicalities of werewolf junk, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about pants.
Oh, okay, let me get off of that thing.
Anyway, so also that red-headed vampire Victoria from the first movie is hovering around, and she wants to kill Bella because her boyfriend James was killed in the first movie.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
But Jacob and his werewolf buddies keep chasing her away, and she dives off a cliff to escape.
Oh, werewolves can't jump off cliffs, huh?
Actually, that's the one activity we've established that they love to do.
Oh, so why?
I don't know, but anyway, at the exact same time, Bella decides to jump off a cliff too.
What? Why would she?
I don't know, but anyway, now she's in the water at the same time as Victoria, so, you know, it's pretty dangerous.
Wow, so what does she do?
Well, she bashes her own head on a rock and passes out and has to be rescued.
Oh, that is very on brand for her, but how come Victoria doesn't kill her while she's unconscious?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
So anyway, then Alice shows up because she had a vision of Bella jumping off a cliff like an idiot and thought she was dead.
Okay.
And then Edward calls Bella's house, but Jacob picks up the phone.
Who answers somebody else's phone?
Characters that need to create misunderstandings to drive the plot forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and because somebody died earlier in the movie, Jacob tells Edward that Bella's father is arranging a funeral, and then he hangs up the phone.
Oh, so Edward thinks Bella is dead?
He does, and now he wants to die too.
Oh, it's like Romeo and Juliet, except, you know, just awful.
What?
So what does Edward do?
Well, he goes to this vampire committee called the Volturi, and he's like, hey, please kill me, I'd like to die, and they're like, no.
Oh, very mean of them. Or nice, I can't tell.
Unclear, so now Edward has to find a way to make them kill him.
Wow, so what does he do?
Well, his plan is to take off his clothes in a public place, because apparently if people see a sparkly shirtless dude, they'll assume he's a vampire.
Oh, exposing yourself in front of a crowd is tight.
Have you done that?
Yep, my hearing is next week. I'm pleading non-guilty, but there is a ton of video evidence.
Well, okay then. Anyway, so Bella manages manages to get there in time and stop him.
Wow, 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 wow.
And he's like, you know, Bella, when I said I was leaving, you let me go, so you must not love me.
Oh, that's a textbook manipulation and abuse tactic.
Their relationship is very unhealthy, yeah. So anyway, now the Volturi have changed their mind and they do want to kill him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and they want to kill Bella too, because she knows too much.
Man, gonna be tough to get out of that situation.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because as they're killing Edward, Bella's like, no, kill me instead. And, you know, that convinces them to let them all go.
I thought they were gonna kill her too. Yeah, I don't know. Well, okay then.
So then the Cullen family, they all agree to turn Bella into a vampire.
Oh, very cool.
And then we're gonna have this huge moment where Edward is like, okay, well, before we turn you into a vampire, you gotta do something for me.
What is it?
He's like, marry me. And then she gasps and we cut to black.
Oh.
Yeah, we get out of there on that shocking reveal.
You know, I feel like agreeing to transform her into an immortal vampire is slightly bigger than a marriage proposal.
Yeah, but this is like a cliffhanger. Is she gonna say yes?
Well, she's already agreed to be a vampire with him forever. That's not even a question.
Well, we're gonna cut to black. So what do you think?
Well, it sounds like something the fans are gonna like a lot, and you know, hopefully the actors like it just as much.
Oh, for sure. Hi, Ryan here. Thanks for watching that pitch meeting. Hope you liked it. Don't know why I said that all on the same note. If you did like the video, please share and like. That helps out a lot. And let me know in the comment section what movies you want to see pitches for. As always, check back soon for a new one. See you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. And this one's gonna be called Eclipse.
Oh, sounds like a weird name for a movie. That's not something any rational person would stare at.
Well, it's the name of the third book, sir. Our hands are tied.
Oh, yeah, who did this?
I don't know. I don't have any suspects at the moment, unfortunately, sir.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we track them down soon. So anyway, at the end of the last movie, Edward proposed to Bella, right?
That's right, sir. And in this movie, he's gonna do that again.
What? Did she say no?
She says no, sir, and she keeps saying no, because a lot of marriages end in divorce, you know? It's a big commitment.
But her main motivation is to be an immortal vampire with him forever, for eternity.
That's right, sir.
Oh, I feel like that doesn't make any sense. How is this even a conflict?
Listen, sir, the story had to be stretched out for money purposes, right? So I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about manufactured, meaningless conflict.
Oh, okay, let me get off of that thing. I do like money purposes.
They're the only purposes that matter, sir. Also in this movie, Jacob's kind of fighting for Bella's love. He wants to be the one she chooses.
But didn't the last movie end with him being like, okay, looks like Bella's with Edward now?
Oh my god, that's so weird.
Wow, what's going on?
I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but it kind of feels like you're back on my back about manufactured conflict.
Oh, I accidentally got back on that thing, didn't I? I apologize.
Thanks, sir. So anyway, in this movie, that red-headed vampire, Victoria, whose face has just completely changed for some reason, is on her way to kill Bella because she's obsessed with her.
Right, why is that again?
Well, she's the main character.
Right.
So in Seattle, Victoria, she's working on building an army of newborns.
Oh, going to war with babies is tight.
No, newborns as in people that were just recently turned into vampires.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Alice has a vision that the army's moving towards them, and they're gonna be in Forks, Washington in 4 days.
4 days? Isn't that like a 4-hour drive?
It is, yeah.
Can vampires not drive?
No, they can drive.
I mean, even if they walk, that's a 2-day walk.
I don't know what to tell you, sir. It's gonna take them 4 days. They're gonna come out of the water.
Oh, very slow vampires.
And so since Jasper knows all about newborns, he's gonna lead a kind of training session.
Which one was Jasper again?
Well, he became a vampire during the Civil War, and he's the youngest of the Cullen clan.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and so the actor's gonna have to do a Southern accent, and we're gonna have some flashbacks to him during the Civil War.
Do you think it matters that he wasn't at all doing a Southern accent in the first 2 movies?
No, it's probably fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Any other side characters getting random flashbacks in this thing?
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because Rosalie's gonna get one too.
Which one's she again?
Well, she's one of the vampires, sir. I'm almost sure of it.
Nice.
Anyway, she's telling Bella about how she didn't get to choose to become a vampire. Her life was absolutely perfect, and she didn't want to become one.
Oh, absolutely perfect, huh? Those are strong words. What was her life like?
Well, she was super in love with this guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then he, assaulted her with a bunch of his friends and left her to die.
Oh my god.
Just an absolutely perfect life,
That's not, that word doesn't mean that.
Anyway, then she got turned into a vampire and killed all her assaulters one by one and saved her ex-boyfriend for last and killed him while wearing a wedding dress.
Yeah, that actually sounds a whole lot more interesting of a movie than the one we're making.
Definitely.
Do you think that's a bad sign?
No, it's probably fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, and Bella's also going to be told about some werewolf history.
Oh yeah, what does she learn?
Well, there was this big fight with the vampires, but this one lady, she saves the last spirit warrior of the tribe by distracting a vampire with her own blood.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, and so she dies because the way she got blood was to stab herself in the stomach for some reason.
Oh, did she not know that other parts of the body have blood in them too?
I guess not. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
So anyway, the vampires are gonna get the werewolves to come train with them because everybody's coming together to protect Bella.
So a bunch of humans in Seattle are dying and a bunch of vampires and a bunch of werewolves are preparing to die.
Yeah, and coming together despite a rivalry that spans centuries.
Right, all that, just for Bella.
That's right.
But so, like why?
Well, sir, like I said, she is the main character.
Oh, yeah, okay, right.
Yeah, it's a life and death situation for a bunch of vampires and werewolves and innocent humans, all because Bella's on the movie poster.
That is an important character trait.
So anyway, then there's gonna be the big training scene with the vampires and the werewolves.
A training scene, huh? What's that like?
Well, the vampires push each other around for a couple of hours while the werewolves watch.
And that's helpful for everybody?
Apparently so.
Well, great.
Yeah, and then it's time for a fight.
Oh, very exciting. I can't wait to see the main characters in some action scenes.
Oh, well, actually, the main characters, they're gonna go camping.
What?
Yeah, they want to get Bella away from the action, and so Jacob goes along to mask her scent, and also Edward's there.
And they go camping?
They do. They go to the top of a mountain, but you know what happens there? It gets cold.
So as the side characters are battling vampires, the main characters are gonna battle, hypothermia.
They are, and since Edward is a cold vampire, Jacob is gonna have to cuddle with Bella to keep her warm.
I'd sure like to see them fight a vampire army, though.
Well, we're gonna have Jacob spoon Bella and make eye contact with Edward, which is just as exciting as a vampire fight.
Is it, though?
So anyway, the next morning, Jacob finds out that Bella finally said yes to Edward's marriage proposal, so he's all pissed.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he doesn't want to take no for an answer. He's like, I know you love me, you just don't want to admit it.
And that's romantic?
It sure is, sir. And then he's like, maybe I'll go get myself killed in the fight if you don't choose me.
Kind of feels like emotional manipulation.
Actually, it's romance.
If you say so.
Then she kisses him, so he stays, and he just leaves anyway.
I can't help but feel like this is putting some weird messages out into the world.
Yeah, messages of love. And then we're gonna show some snippets of the fight with the newborns, and then Victoria is gonna find Bella and Edward.
Oh, wow, how'd she find them?
Well, she could smell Edward, so she tracked them down pretty easily.
They went through all that trouble of masking Bella's scent, but Edward's scent was traceable the whole time?
That's right, sir.
Very dumb protagonists.
And then it's time for our frickin' showdown with Victoria.
Now, is it gonna be tough to beat her? We've built this showdown up for 3 movies.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, Bella does the foreshadowy thing we shoved in everybody's faces earlier.
And does Bella stab herself in the stomach like that lady did?
No, she realizes that her arm also has blood in it, so she cuts that instead of her stomach.
Very smart.
Yeah, and so then Victoria's head just kind of comes off.
Oh.
Yeah, just kind of comes off, so that's all done. That's all over with.
Just pops right off. Okay, great.
And then those evil Volturi vampires, they show up and they're like, guess what? We're gonna be in the next movie.
Very ominous.
Also, Jacob breaks some bones, which doesn't really affect anything, and that's it.
Wow, well, it sounds like it's gonna make money.
Probably.
Kinda makes me sad that there's only 1 book left to adapt.
Yeah, I wish there was a way we could squeeze some extra money out of it. Hi, Ryan here. Thanks for watching that pitch meeting. Hope you liked it. Don't know why I said that all on the same note. If you did like the video, please share and like. That helps out a lot. And let me know in the comment section what movies you want to see pitches for. As always, check back soon for a new one. See you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.
So, you have a Twilight movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Amazing. Final book, final movie. It's all very exciting.
Well, actually, I thought we could squeeze 2 movies out of the final book.
Really? Can we do that?
Harry Potter did it.
Yeah, that's true. There was a lot going on in the final Harry Potter book, though. Is there enough content in the final Twilight book to make 2 movies?
Not really, no.
So why would we?
Well, because of money.
Oh, money! That's the thing that I like!
It sure is, sir.
So what's gonna happen in part 1 of this thing?
Not much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, basically Edward and Bella are gonna get married, so that's gonna take about 30-40 minutes.
Oh, incredibly slow paced.
Yeah.
Is there any conflict or drama or anything like that?
Not really, no. Well, at a certain point, Jacob is gonna come out of the woods as a surprise for Bella.
Well, why didn't he just show up to the wedding like a normal person? What a weirdo.
Oh, you have no idea. He's gonna get real weird real soon.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, Bella tells him that her and Edward plan on getting, intimate before she even becomes a vampire, and so Jacob gets really mad.
Right, isn't that incredibly dangerous? Doesn't that go against everything Edward's been saying about trying to protect Bella?
Yeah, but we need something in this movie, so characters are just gonna kinda do stuff.
And why can't they just wait until after she's turned into a vampire?
Well, because they need to go on their honeymoon, right? And she doesn't want to spend that time in pain turning into a vampire.
Well, people can have their honeymoon whenever they want. It doesn't have to be immediately after the wedding.
Well, we're gonna have it be immediately after the wedding, because otherwise there's literally no story here.
Well, okay then.
So anyway, they go to this private island, and the next 40 minutes is gonna be them on their honeymoon, just kinda, being on a honeymoon. They play a lot of chess.
Oh, really stretching it thin here.
Oh, so thin, sir, the thinnest.
Wow.
Anyway, so then Bella's gonna end up getting pregnant.
What, isn't Edward dead?
He is, yeah.
Aren't all his bodily fluids venom?
They are venomous, yeah, for sure.
It feels like that doesn't make sense.
Well, we're gonna pretend like it makes sense, because otherwise there's literally no story here.
All right, do what you gotta do, man.
So anyway, then this baby inside Bella starts growing super fast, and it's killing her. I mean, she's wasting away. There's nothing but a skeleton left.
Oh, very spooky. She has a skeleton inside of her.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody does.
Oh, can you imagine? Very spooky.
Anyway, so it really seems like this baby's gonna kill Bella before it's even born, but then they give her some blood in a sippy straw and she's like, yum, yum, yum.
What?
Oh, also the werewolves are mad now because they think this baby's gonna be a threat to them, so they want to kill it.
Why would they think that?
Well, because new vampires have a hard time controlling their thirst.
Okay, they're aware that Bella's also gonna be turned into a vampire, right?
They are, yeah, but that's different.
How?
Well, she's the main character.
Oh, right, okay.
Anyway, so eventually Edward has to give Bella a C-section using his teeth for some reason, and he injects her with his venom, but it really looks like she's dead.
Oh, bummer.
And Jacob is so mad he decides to kill the baby, but as soon as he makes eye contact with it, he's like, oh.
What?
Yeah, he immediately imprints on a newborn. He's like, oh, are we gonna kiss right now?
I don't like that.
Oh, don't worry, sir. It's not weird at all, because Jacob's gonna help raise the child before getting romantically involved with it.
I mean, you know that that's somehow worse, right? You know that.
Okay, sir, but you have to remember.
What?
Money.
Oh, yeah, money. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, I'm back into this. Okay.
Okay, good.
So the Wolfman will raise the baby and then sleep with it, and our teenage audience will pay to come watch that. Okay, keep going.
Well, okay, so then Bella's gonna turn into a vampire, and then we cut to credits.
Very exciting.
And then as a mid-credit scene, we're gonna have the Volturi vampires be like, oh, we're gonna be in the next movie, watch out.
We literally keep ending movies that way.
We do, but this time it's true.
Oh, well, great. So what happens in part 2?
Well, Bella's a vampire now, and she's gonna run around the woods with Edward looking to hunt.
How do you think we'll be able to improve those terrible running effects we've been doing?
No need, sir. People will have already paid for their tickets, and it's the last movie.
That's a good point. Why bother? Let's save some money.
But then Bella's gonna smell a human, and she's gonna have to fight her newborn vampire instincts to try and not kill this guy.
Oh, is that gonna be hard for her to do?
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's able to repress those urges immediately.
Didn't we say it takes most vampires decades to do that?
We did, yeah, but she's the main character, so she's special.
That makes sense.
So then she's gonna meet her baby for the first time, which I figure we could do entirely in CGI.
Yeah, sounds like that might haunt people's dreams a little bit.
You know, there's definitely a risk of that, but I still think we should go ahead and just make this thing on a computer, see what happens.
Works for me.
So anyway, then the Volturi are gonna get word that this baby exists, and they're gonna think that it's something called an immortal child.
What's an immortal child?
It's like a vampire baby that's really powerful. We're gonna be pretty vague about it, but they want it dead for sure.
Is it an immortal child?
It's not, no. So then the Cullens go around the world and gather up a bunch of vampire friends, and all these people have different superpowers.
Oh, they do?
They do, yeah. There's one with the power of electricity, there's one with elemental control powers. This is just gonna straight up be an X-Men movie now, because there's not really anywhere else for the story to go.
Oh, suddenly becoming X-Men is tight.
So all these vampires come and train with the Cullens, and then it turns out that Bella has the power to shield people. That's why Edward was never able to read her mind.
But Alice was able to see her future, and Jasper was able to affect her mood.
Please don't think about any of this too much.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So then there's gonna be this big showdown in the snow between the Volturi and the good vampires and some werewolves.
And how does that go?
Well, the main Volturi guy, he cuts Carlisle's head off.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, and this big giant fight breaks out. Jasper gets decapitated. A bunch of Volturi lose their heads too. One of the X-Men creates this big hole in the earth. A bunch of them fall into lava.
Did this movie just get good?
And then Edward and Bella, they take down the main Volturi guy and they cut his head off too, and Bella goes to set it on fire.
I think this movie just got good.
And then it turns out it was all just a vision that Alice was showing the main Volturi guy, so you know, none of it happened.
What are we doing here, man?
Money.
Oh, right, money. Okay, yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah.
But didn't we say that Alice wasn't able to see visions with werewolves around?
Please don't think about this too much.
Oh, right, I keep thinking about things. I need to not do that.
Yeah, and so Bella and Edward live happily ever after, and Jacob gets to hook up with the child he helped raise.
Money.
And so what do you think?
Well, you know, I think the Twilight books have definitely spawned as many movies as they possibly can, and it's probably best if nothing else comes of them.
I don't see how anything else could come of them, sir.
Hi, it's Ryan here. Thanks for watching that pitch meeting. I hope you liked it. And hey, while you're on the internet, why not check out Screen Rant's Behind the Screen podcast? Real fun conversations about all kinds of stuff relating to movies and TV, deep dives, movie facts, things you didn't know about your favorite movies. Check it out, it's a good time. And as always, check back soon for a new video. Okay, bye now.
So you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's based on this popular show called Dragon Ball. Have you seen it? It's an anime.
No, I haven't actually.
Me neither.
Oh.
But I did briefly look it up online, so I definitely got the gist.
Well, that's more than enough research for sure.
I agree. I know everything there is to know about this show. For example, it used to be a mango.
Oh, I love mangoes. Same here, sir.
Frickin' delicious. Plus, this used to be a Japanese mango.
Very exotic. So what happens in this thing?
Well, we're gonna meet this teenager Goku, and he's training with his grandpa, right?
Right.
And then he hits a fly right into his frickin' mouth.
Oh, hitting flies into your grandfather's mouth is tight.
Agreed. And we're gonna find out that it's Goku's birthday, and his grandfather wants to give him a Dragon Ball.
That's the name of the mango.
Yes, sir, it is. And we're gonna find out that there are actually 7 of these Dragon Balls, and if you get all of them, you get to make a wish.
So in terms of power levels, it's comparable to, candles on a birthday cake?
Exactly like a birthday cake. So anyway, then Goku goes to school, and some bullies, they try some vehicular manslaughter on him.
Oh my god.
But Goku's not supposed to fight, so he just goes to class and fantasizes about this girl Chi-Chi eating some strawberries.
Oh, hell yeah. Eat those strawberries, Chi-Chi. Eat them.
And Chi-Chi invites him to her party that night, and immediately he's like, yes, one of my only motivations in this movie is to sleep with you.
Oh, well, great.
So he gets ready to go to the party, and he takes his Dragon Ball with him.
Why is he bringing that to the party? I don't know. Fair enough.
And later the movie's bad guy Piccolo is gonna show up, because he wants all the Dragon Balls. He would like to make a wish.
Oh, and what's his deal?
Well, he was imprisoned for years and years and years, but now he's back.
How did he escape?
Unclear, but he can sense where the Dragon Balls are, so he goes to Goku's house and kills his grandfather.
I thought you said Goku took it to the party.
He did, and so Piccolo, he can sense that the Dragon Ball's not in the house.
But if he can sense where Dragon Balls are, why did he go to the place where he knew it wasn't?
Well, why does anyone do anything?
Oh, you just blew my mind. That's a great point.
So anyway, before Goku's grandfather dies, he's like, you gotta go see this guy called Master Roshi, okay?
Okay, so
that's on his to-do list now.
Sure.
And then this girl Bulma shows up, and she wants Dragon Balls too. Plus, she has a little device that can detect them, so, they team up.
And what's her deal?
Well, the internet says she has blue hair, so I figure that's just like a single blue strand.
Could also mean like a full head of blue hair, though, right? Should we maybe Google image search to verify?
Nah.
That does sound like a lot of work, doesn't it?
So they go and kind of break into Master Roshi's home, and so obviously he defends himself. So there's gonna be this awesome fight scene between him and Goku.
Why doesn't Goku just explain why he's there?
Well, because then there wouldn't be an awesome fight scene.
Oh, true.
So they take off to go look for Dragon Balls, but then they fall into this big hole.
Oh no.
Yeah, and turns out it's a trap set by this guy Yamcha who wants to rob them.
Very rude.
So they end up trapped down there for a while. They make a fire, and Master Roshi re-explains everything about the Dragon Balls and how there's no time to waste, and they only have a couple days left.
Right, don't they already know that?
They do, but I gotta fill some time here.
Oh, okay.
So eventually Master Roshi jumps out of the pit, and he's like...
But that whole time he was talking about how little time they have, he was able to jump out?
That's right.
Well, okay then.
So they get this guy Yamcha to help them dig through the pit, because they actually detect a Dragon Ball there.
Oh, great.
And they go through this hole, and they end up at the top of a volcano.
The underground tunnel leads to the top of a volcano?
It does, yeah.
Not only do I not see anything wrong with that, I'm gonna spend a lot of money bringing that image to life.
Great. So then they're gonna have to fight some monsters that Piccolo made.
Exciting.
And Goku's gonna use their corpses as a bridge to cross some lava.
Oh my god, that got so dark.
So anyway, later in the movie, Goku's gonna have to learn this awesome move called the Kamehameha.
Oh, what is that thing?
Oh, it's this super powerful attack, sir. Master Roshi tells him it's an airbending technique.
Oh, airbending, huh?
Yeah, pretty sure that's just a general anime term we can use.
Oh, amazing.
But this move is pretty hard, so he keeps training and training, and it's not working.
Oh, it's not?
It's not, but then Chi-Chi shows up, and she's like, hey, if you manage to do the move, I'll let you kiss my mouth and probably some other stuff.
And does that help him?
It does, sir. Turns out all he needed to find the inner strength to do the move was the promise of some, physical gratification from a lady.
Very heroic.
But then later another Chi-Chi's gonna show up, and now there's gonna be 2 Chi-Chis.
Oh, it's like a 4-cheese pizza.
It is. So then one of the Chi-Chis, she's like, Goku, hey, I'm the real Chi-Chi, so he knocks out the other one.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, but here's the thing, that wasn't the real Chi-Chi, she lied.
What?
Yeah, it turns out it was this lady Mai who works for Piccolo, and she can shapeshift.
How did she know to shapeshift into Chi-Chi? Didn't her and Goku just hook up?
Yeah, unclear, but anyway, she manages to steal all the Dragon Balls.
Dang it.
And then there's gonna be a big twist.
What's the twist?
Turns out that Goku was a big evil ape this whole time, and he was a baby, and he came to Earth, and he planned to transform back to his true self 18 years later on his birthday, but only if there's an eclipse.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, sure.
So now Goku's a big big monkey and Master Roshi's gonna get killed.
Oh, is it gonna be an emotional moment?
Oh, no, none of these moments are gonna have effect on anyone's emotions whatsoever.
That's fine.
And then if Goku wants to defeat Piccolo, he has to struggle with his inner demons, but also find his true self.
Is that gonna be hard to do?
No, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of use the power of his forehead vein and, you know, just kind of do the thing that has to be done. He just kind of does it.
Well, great.
And now Goku has all the Dragon Balls, so he makes a wish to bring Master Roshi back to life.
Did he forget that his grandfather also died very recently?
Oh yeah, I guess he did. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
So Goku goes back to see Chi-Chi and he punches her ankle and then we smash cut to the title.
I love it.
And then we're gonna have like a 1.5-minute long mid-credit scene where Piccolo's not actually dead.
Oh, for the sequel we're definitely gonna make after this is a huge success?
For the sequel we're definitely gonna make after this is a huge success.
Fantastic. So what do you think?
Listen, you have a movie based on a popular show based on a delicious fruit. I don't see what could go wrong here. Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting. We have a ton of these on the channel that you can check out. You could also leave me a comment down below letting me know what other movies you'd like to see pitches for. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share on Facebook and Twitter, spread it around. And as always, check back soon for a new pitch. Bye-bye.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's based on an animated show called Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, is it any good?
People seem to love it, sir, so I figure it could be a good idea to, you know, take hours of storytelling and cram it into a 90-minute movie.
I mean, that's probably fine.
Yeah, no, it's probably not a big deal.
So what happens in this thing?
Well, the movie takes place in a world where, like, different people and tribes can, you know, control the elements like water, air, earth, fire.
Oh, how do they do that?
By moving their arms around slowly for quite some time.
Doesn't sound super exciting.
Yeah, no. It's gonna be like watching old people do Tai Chi in the park, just really taking their time with it. You know, moving their arms around, doing it real slow.
Well, okay then.
So anyway, then we're gonna meet this girl Katara and her brother Sokka or Saku or something.
Oh, and what are they like?
Oh, well, in the show Soko, he's a very funny character.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're not gonna do that in the movie.
Oh, we're not?
No, like I said, we gotta cram a bunch of episodes into a single movie, so there's no time for anyone to have, you know, personalities or character traits or anything.
Yeah, probably not too important anyway.
That's what I figured. So Katara, she can kind of water bend, right? So she accidentally drops a bunch of water on her brother.
Oh, so he gets all wet? No.
Oh, he doesn't. You know, a big ball of water dropped on him doesn't wet him at all.
Well, we're off to a great start so far.
Thank you. So anyway, then they stumble upon this boy that's been frozen in ice for 100 years. His name is Ong.
And you're sure that these name pronunciations are the same as they are in the show?
There's literally no way for me to verify that.
Oh, that's too bad.
And so this kid Ong can actually bend all the elements. He's this thing called the Avatar, and he's the last airbender.
That's the name of the movie.
It is.
Wow.
So anyway, the Fire Nation have taken over the world, right? They're like the bad guys and they run the show.
Okay.
And we're gonna meet this Fire Nation Prince Zuko. And he really wants to get his hands on the Avatar so he can stop being exiled. He doesn't like being exiled.
Oh, not being exiled is tight.
It is pretty great, so he straight up kidnaps Ong, you know, he takes him.
Very rude.
So obviously Katara and Sokka, they're like, we gotta go get this kid, you know, he's our responsibility.
Obviously.
Wait, why is that obvious?
I don't know.
Have they bonded or something?
Not really, no,
because there's no time. We don't have time for that.
Well, okay then.
So then Ong manages to escape and he flies away with Katara and Sokka.
And where do they go?
Well, they fly all the way to the place where Ong is from, and when they get there, Katara's like, hey, is it okay if I ask your name?
What, she just now asks him what his name is?
Yeah, no, I guess she didn't ask him that when they met him, or when they rescued him, or when they traveled with him for a long period of time. So Ong finds out that all his family and his people have been wiped out by the Fire Nation. So he's sad for several seconds.
Very emotional.
And then they're gonna head over to this Earth tribe where all these people are being held captive by the Fire Nation. And they're gonna be like, hey, you guys should totally rise up. Like, that'd be great if you did that.
Why hadn't they risen up before?
Unclear, but Ong and Katara, they're gonna be like, you guys have Earth right under your feet. You should use that to you know, stop the fire people.
They hadn't thought of that?
I guess not. Well, full disclosure, in the show, they were being held captive on the ocean, so there was no Earth for them to rise up with, but I decided to change that.
Why?
Oh, I'm just kind of changing things. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, I mean, sure, have fun with it, you know?
So then there's gonna be this really intense moment where 6 Earth people, they come walking out and they're doing like this haka dance thing.
Oh boy, I bet they're gonna bend a lot of earth with that, huh?
Not really, no.
Oh?
You know, they're gonna do that big dance and it's gonna kind of raise a single rock and they're gonna throw that at one guy.
It's still kind of exciting, I guess.
No, not really.
Oh, okay, too bad.
And so then Ong admits that he doesn't really know how to bend anything other than air, so they need to find him some teachers.
Okay.
So they head towards the Northern Water Tribe, and along the way, they free a bunch of other villages.
Well, that's gonna be fun to see.
No, we're not really gonna see any of that. Oh, we're not?
Yeah, no.
We gotta keep going with the story, so we're gonna say most of the interesting stuff in like a voiceover. Is that the best way to tell a story? Well, I'm just following the first rule of screenwriting, sir. Tell, don't show.
Oh, I think you got that backwards.
No, I don't think so. It's like they say, you know, 1,000 pictures are worth a single word.
That's also the opposite of the real one.
Well, disagree to agree, I guess.
That's also, okay, yeah, sure.
So anyway, eventually they get to the Northern Water Tribe and they meet a bunch of waterbenders and Princess Penis Hair.
What?
And her and Sackboy, they fall in love right away, you know, so they're in love now.
What makes them fall in love?
The fact that we're gonna say that they're in love now in a voiceover narration. And you're sure we shouldn't be showing these moments instead of dumping them out in voiceover?
Absolutely I am. Well, okay then.
Screenwriter guy and producer guy became great friends during this conversation. They went on to fight many battles together and win several wars. Of course, this had always been the prophecy. You see, when producer guy was a young child, he was told that he was the chosen one, like Neo in The Matrix. But because of a leather allergy, he didn't think he could live up to those high expectations, and he ran away to Hollywood. Also later, he and screenwriter guy would both become president of the United States. Together, they shared the job, like a tag team of presidents, one of which could not wear leather. And when aliens invaded, everyone was very grateful to have producer guy and screenwriter guy as co-presidents of the United States. Also, the building that they're in right now during this conversation is on fire, but they're gonna get out of it just fine. Don't even worry about it. Anyway, so then the Fire Nation, they attack the Water Kingdom.
Oh no.
Yeah, and this bad guy from the Fire Kingdom, he's gonna kill a fish, which is actually the moon spirit, which is actually where the water people get their power.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Yeah, don't worry, it's all gonna be very clear to the audience, because we're gonna explain it verbally, out loud with words.
A whole lot of exposition.
So then the princess, she's gonna give her life to the fish, because one time the moon spirit gave her life, and so it's like, yeah, okay, let's do that.
Oh, well, great, I guess. I feel absolutely nothing.
Well, that's fine. I mean, we don't really have time to make people feel things here.
Shouldn't we try to make people feel things, though? Isn't that what movies are all about?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
So is it gonna be tough for them to beat the Fire Nation?
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, Ong makes a really big wave and everybody sees it and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, no, let's stop fighting now.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah, it all works out.
So how does the movie end?
Well, the leader of the Fire Nation, he's gonna turn to his daughter and be like, hey, you gotta get ready for the sequel, okay? Oh, he has a daughter.
Yeah,
we're barely gonna mention her in the movie, but we're gonna show her for a second at the end, and that's really gonna tease the sequel.
And you're sure this is gonna be popular enough for people to want more movies? This adaptation with all the stuff removed?
I mean, people love cheese and shredded cheese, so.
I mean, what are you trying to say?
I'm saying, as far as I can tell, people don't mind if you take something they love and, tear it to pieces.
You know what? That does sound like it makes sense. Let's do it.
Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Hope you like that pitch meeting. There are over 100 episodes of pitch meeting on the channel that you could check out. I also have some other videos on there, so click around. Also, let me know in the comments section what other movies you'd like to see these pitches for.